Okay, you guys, so we have another Junie B first grader here. We know it's first grade because look at the B. It's her glasses, okay? So we have two more. We have this one. This one's called Aloha-ha-ha. And then the next one that we'll read will be the Easter one. And then we will have finished all of the Junie B first graders. All right. So this one is called Aloha-ha. Junie B is, we can tell by looking at the picture, probably going to go on vacation. I wish I was on vacation right now. It is a icky rainy Monday, and I wish I was at the beach. All right. So Junie B first grader, Aloha-ha. Chapter 1 is called Flinging. And Junie B is writing in her journal, and there's a picture of her. So she says, Friday, Dear first grade journal, I've got big news. Last night, Daddy told me a happy surprise, and it's called My Family is Going on an Exciting Vacation, and it is going to be the time of our life, I tell you. I am trying to save my news for show and tell, but I don't think I can wait that long. That is how come I am going to ask my teacher to start that activity right exactly now. Please stand by. I stopped writing and raised my hand. Mr. Scary was not looking at me. When teachers don't look at you, you have to stand up and shout, or else how are they supposed to notice you? I stood up and shouted, Mr. S, how long do we have until show and tell, do you think? Mr. Scary wrinkled his eyebrows at me. I'm not supposed to call him Mr. S, I believe. Please sit down, Junie B, he said. It's still journal time, and journal time is quiet time. I nodded. Yeah, I know, only I'd actually like to wrap things up and get started on show and tell now. Mr. Scary sucked in his cheeks. Sit down, he said again. We will have show and tell shortly. I looked at the clock. How many minutes is shortly? I asked. Is it 1 minute or 8 minutes or 11 minutes? On account of if it's 1 minute, I can wait probably, but 11 minutes would be out of the question. Mr. Scary walked back to my desk and he sat me in my chair. I glanced up at him. All I'm looking for is a rough estimate. Just then, my neighbor named May leaned across the aisle, and she did a giant shh in my face. I quick wiped my cheek. Ew, I hollered, ew, because May got a little spittle on me, that's why. And spittle is the grown-up word for spitooey. I zoomed to the back of the room, and I climbed on the stool, and I reached to reach the faucet, but Mr. Scary beat me to it. He wet a paper towel and wiped my face. Thank you, I said. I needed that. Mr. Scary rolled his eyes. You're being very rambunctious this morning, aren't you, Junie B. Jones, he said. I scratched my head at that vocabulary. Okay, you lost me on that one, I said. Rambunctious, he repeated. Rambunctious means... May's voice interrupted. Bad, she called out. Bunctious means bad, Junie Jones. You're being bad this morning. Bad. I turned to look at her. Her chair was spun around to the back of the room. She was watching me like an audience. Mr. Scary ran his fingers through his tired hair. Then he went to May's desk and he turned her back in the right direction. Teachers spend a lot of time adjusting people. After that, he bent down next to me and he made his voice more private. Junie B, I know why you're excited, he whispered. Your mother called me on the phone last night and she told me all about your vacation next week. I threw my arms out real thrilled and I flinged myself way high in the air. I can't wait, Mr. Scary. I can't wait, I said. Mr. Scary grabbed my arms and he kept me from flinging. Okay, see, this is the wild behavior I'm talking about, he said. I really need you to stay calm until show and tell, Junie B. Can you do that for me, please? I thought for a second. Then I shrugged my shoulders. Yeah, only I don't actually know if I can do that because I'm already trying to be calm, and this is how I'm turning out. My teacher tapped on his chin. Maybe we can make a deal, he said. How about this? If you stay quiet and calm until show and tell, I'll let you go first. How does that sound? I bounced up and down at that exciting idea. That sounds like a D-E-E-L, I said. You mean D-E-A-L, said Mr. Scary. Deal is spelled with an A, Junie B. Whatever, I said. After that, I twirled real fast in a happy circle, and I accidentally spun myself into the ground. On my way, I knocked over the trash can and sink stool. All of room 1 turned to look at me. I sat up and waved my fingers. Do not be alarmed, people. I am perfectly okay, I said. After that, I stood back up and dusted myself off. Then I went back to my seat. I looked at the clock again. No minutes had passed at all, hardly. I put my head down and did a little groan. The time is as slow as a turtle.